Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So it's been a few days, but we are back today with dividend estimates for Group B. So we're on to Group B this week. Let's do a screen share here. So we're going to do some of these live. This will be like a little bit of a workshop here. All right, tech check. We're good. Okay, so let's go over the ones that are actually in Group B. We've got BABA, which is the Alibaba fund. We've got DIPS, which is the Inverse NVIDIA fund. We've got FBY, which is the Meta fund. GDXY, which is the gold miners Van Eck ETF YieldMax version. And then we've got JPMO, which of course is the JP Morgan fund. MARO, which is Marathon Holdings. MRNY, which is Moderna. NVDY, which is of course NVIDIA. And then PLTY, which is Palantir. So that's by far our biggest dividend of the group typically. The prices of these, PLTY is $78. And this is obviously based on, the fact that the underlying is doing so well. Palantir is one of our best stocks of the year. NVDY, 1788, $1.99 for Moderna or MRNY. So like I've been telling people, people that are worried about reverse splits, we're not seeing any. Since they did the Tesla one, we haven't seen any. And then MARO, 1909, 1663 for JPMO, 1565 for GDXY, 1725 for FBY. DIPS is taking a dip, 643, and 1550 for BABO. So in terms of the highest implied volatility, it's actually on MARO and Palantir, MRNY. So I'm going to predict those are going to be the highest dividends, but we're going to do some live math here. So as far as percent yield, let me make sure I get paranoid about the screen here. There we go. All right, so as far as percent yield, so we are taking, it's this cell. It's going to be times 13 because they're 4 weeks, remember. This is the formula here. Pretty basic mathematical formula. So we're going to start with that, and that's going to give us the annualized dividend. And then we're going to divide it by cell E over here, the E cell, which is the price. So this is the current yield for each of these. So for BABO, it's 32%, 35% for DIPS, 38% for Facebook or / Meta, 28% for GDXY, 39.75 for JPMO. For everybody watching, please remember to smash that like button and comment away. Comment what your favorite fund is of this group. Because we've got obviously Palantir, that's our biggest one. 40% for JPMO, 161% for MARO. There's a lot of MARO on that one. 130.91% for MRNY, but look how low it is. This is like what I call a dividend trap because it's $2 a share. A lot of people are going to buy this for the yield, but I certainly wouldn't recommend that. NVDY, almost 75%, and then PLTY, 42.65%. So that's a respectable yield, I would say. This one's pretty easy. Just sell. It's actually, I do it this way. It's like reverse engineered. So there we go. All right, so the annual dividends here, and this is what I'm predicting based on the last month's dividends. I'm assuming, or I'm highly anticipating that we're going to have daily dividends by the end of the year. Somebody's going to do it. We don't know who it's going to be yet. But what we're going to go over is what those might be. And stay with me because the video is going to get really exciting when we go over our actual estimates, which is kind of an oxymoron, actual estimates, because they're not the actuals. But anyway, we're getting a whole $5 annually for BABO, 2 cents a day. And my formula is based on 250 trading days. 223 for DIPS, which is 1 cent a day. FBY, 649, which is 3 cents a day. GDXY, 432, which is 2 cents a day. JPMO, $6.61, which is 3 cents a day. Any money I can make off of this fund, I love it because I used to work there. So, some of you that follow me know some of the feelings I have about the office policy and all of that. MARO, 3083, 12 cents a day. Look at that one, folks, 12 cents a day. 261 for MRNY, that's 1 cent a day. 1337 for NVDY, 5 cents a day. And how about this one, PLTY, 3328, which is 13 cents a day. Now I've got one more step before I can give us our awesome estimates here. I'll call them awesome estimates, not actual estimates, even though they are actual estimates. Well, they're both. They're actual estimates and they're awesome estimates, I think. Don't you all think? Comment if you agree or disagree. You can tell me they suck too. Some of them do. Now, some of you will say, wow, you're spot on some of them. Others of you, you'll cherry pick the ones that I'm wrong about and you'll say, oh, see, he was wrong, but you can't win them all, All right, so let's see. This one is E times D. This is percent vol. So this times this. This is, we're doing this to get this number. And bear with me. This is not in dollars. This is just a standard number. So yeah, that's E times D, just making sure, little math check here. Okay, so now we're gonna go one at a time and do our estimates here. I don't even know what these are yet. Even the advanced equipment that I don't use, because it's in the other room, it doesn't know either. Not yet, but we're about to. Exciting, right? So we're gonna take this bad boy and then divide, and then, well, I guess we're gonna just do them all. Here we go. We'll do them in terms of dollars. So, all right, my estimate for Bobo is 50 cent, not to be confused with the rapper, of course. Let's see. We got, 13 of you. Oh, my face is in the way. Let me move. My handsome face is in the way. So let me move out of the way over here. There we go. That should be better. Or let me move here because I want you guys to see me, but I don't want myself to be the focal point. I'm very humble, actually. I don't want myself to be the focal point. All right, 15 of you on, 1 like. Let's get those likes up. Comment away. What's your favorite fund? For those of you watching, what's your favorite fund of this group? Let me scroll so that this is actually in the screen here. I want the fund ticker. There we go. Let's make sure we're positioned properly. Hands in the applause position, as they say. Read them and weep or cheer. All right, so we said 50 cents for Bobo, 21 cents for Dips. For FBY, 34 cents. GDXY, 39 cents. JPMO, 26 cents. MARO, 88 cents. MRNY, 8 cents. Which is still, I can't believe they paid 52 cents last month. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. No, they paid 20 cents. That's still that's more than double what this estimate is. NVDY, 59 cents. It was $1.03 last month. PLTY. How about this one, folks? My estimate is higher than the last payout. So let's see if I'm right or wrong. We've had some decent choppiness in the trading, I would say. All right, so drum roll. So our highest estimate, of course, which I knew it would be PLTY, because that's one of our top-notch, top-tier YieldMax funds. All the buzz is around. It's all the rage, as they say. So 279 for that one. 88 cents for MARO. That's the second highest. Third highest is NVDY, which makes sense. Fourth highest actually is Bobo, and then the rest come down from there. GDXY, that's nice. Seeing a way to make some dividend income on gold. So 279, that one is that's pretty phenomenal. Let's go look real quick and see how Palantir has done the last month, just to check it. And then we may even look at Ulti, because, by the way, guess what I haven't done yet? And I'm saving the best for last. I'm saving the weekly dividends for last. So I'm going to stop sharing screen. You see a full screen of me there. And then we're going to go over here. Anybody trading SMCX? I know that's our other stream of income that's not dividend related, but I think SMCX is going to actually come back. All right, there are my recent Google searches. Knock yourselves out if you all are, if you all get off on that. Okay, what did we say? Ulti? No, I don't want to look up Ulti. Oh, I want to look up the performance of Palantir. PLTR. Okay, so over the last, year to date, and the funny thing is I used to hold Palantir stock, but I got called out of it back in November. Yeah, it was around here actually. But it shot up very fast. I miss my shares, because look at this. This is up 536% in 1 year. I was always hearing in 2021 that it was going to be a great stock, but you see it had a rough patch. Imagine buying in 2022, and it was a laggard compared to the others. It was definitely a laggard, but it has absolutely soared. I guess it's what we would call one of those really good Trump stocks, and it certainly got the Trump bump. So since February, when it crashed back a bit, it came right back, and it's almost tripled. I mean, it's more than doubled. It's on the way to tripling. So in the last month, what we're looking at here for our dividend, this is the one we're doing a little more in-depth analysis on. So it's gone up $40 a share, actually almost $44 a share. So, and it was a little choppy. So, like Jay says, it depends on how it goes up, how fast it goes up. Since August 1st, it's had a great run, which is nice. I closed out some actually PTIR positions. Let me make sure. Did I do it again? Good thing I have ears. Oh, I did it again. You knew I would do it at least once in the video. Because, this amazing 21st century technology, you can't navigate screens on here without it going black. For some reason, I have to go back to, the actual thing to show my face. It's back now. It's back. I know all of you are going to say it now, but it's back because I'm showing my face. Yeah, I know. It's so freaking annoying. I'm trying not to get pissed off. I don't know why this does this. Every time I navigate away and start sharing a new screen, I need to have a freaking note here that says navigate back. Navigate back when you change screens. Otherwise, it's going to be black. It's so annoying. Oh, I'm turning people off. I'm losing people. Imagine that. Must have lost my Canadian politeness. But I'm actually American, so that wouldn't apply. Hey, welcome. Mike K is on. Now it's a party. All right, so that's Palantir. Let's go over the other weekly dividends and stuff. So let's see if successfully do this. We're going to unscreen share. Then we're going to re-screen share. Bear with me. What's that site called? Global Newswire. All right. So the weekly dividends tend to trade in a very tight range. NVDY Mafia. How about PLTY Mafia? I should coin that one. Okay. So that's your favorite one, I take it. So the weekly ones, last week it was 39 cents for Chippy, 30 cents for GPTY, 44 cents for LFGY, 27 cents for QDTY, 24 cents for RDTY, 20 cents for SDTY, 10 cents for Ulti. YMAG is 8 cents. YMAX was 14.5 cents. So I'm going to get this one right out of the way. For those of you that only love Ulti, that your only love in the whole wide world is Ulti, I'm going to get this one right out of the way. Ulti, I'm predicting 10 cents again. Worst case scenario is probably going to be 9.5 cents. Best case scenario, 10 cents, because it's been 10 cents every week. So that's what I'm predicting again. YMAG, I'm going to predict around 10 cents. YMAX, I'm going to predict 15 cents. SDTY, I'll predict 18 cents. Why not? RDTY, I'll predict 23 cents. QDTY, I'll predict 25 cents. LFGY, I'll predict 45 cents. GPTY, I'll predict 25 cents. And ChipB, I'll predict 35 cents. Nice conservative range, right? I did it again. I knew it. I knew it. I had to do it twice in a video. Can you do me a favor? Comment that the screen is not black. I just want somebody to do that because I'm staring right at it. Like, can somebody please tell me that? I can't believe I need to check myself into a freaking mental institution or something. Yeah, because what's annoying, with a brand new MacBook, you wouldn't think you'd have to do something like this with a brand new MacBook, but with a brand new freaking MacBook, I have to shift back and forth. I know it's not because I'm seeing the screen. So anyway, so like I said, Chippy, I went over all these already, and I gave you my predictions. So anyway, what else should we talk about? I think that's just about going to do it. 3 hots and a cut. Hey, at least you get free meals, right? Might be better than your YieldMax dividends for some of you. Anyway, well, folks, I think that's going to do it for us. We've had one too many black screens, and it's about to make me black out, honestly. So anyway, that's going to do it for us this evening or this morning. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Discord. We share all kinds of trades and all that. And by the way, I'm due for a portfolio review. My lithium, that's what my car takes. I don't think I want to touch that. Anyway, remember to smash that like button if you like black screens. I gave you a black screen twice, so you got to smash that like button, right? And I'm wearing a black shirt. Amazing. Must be my favorite color. All right, folks, that's going to do it. Take care. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye.